Hello to all Polylingoo subscribers. How are you? Here today we are with another conversational video by the topic, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm showing here bus and train travel. Let's see what the PDF holds for us on this session, and I'm gonna add more details and vocabularies and structures like always. Let's start. So the basics, like if you have already watched, for example, better to had already watched the airplane, let's say traveling by plane, airplane, and flying video, then you know the basics of traveling. They have a lot in common. Like, do you like traveling by bus or train? Have you ever taken a train? Where do you usually go? By bus. So do you like traveling by bus or train? Personally speaking, I'm not a bus guy. Okay, it's not my cup of coffee. In my country, they have a lot of delays and they're overcrowded, okay? But I would go with the train. Why not? They're okay, fast. Have you ever taken a train? Yeah. Where do you usually go by bus? I used to go to the university by bus and travel to some cities within Iran, but not anymore. As soon as I bought my own personal car, okay, I never used it anymore. So basic answers would be, I like traveling by bus and train. I go to school by bus every day. You know, some students would say that one, okay, or I go to work, I commute to work by bus every day. But my school always was near my house, 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk. So I never took anything like bus or train or these things. I always walked to school. Bus travel is cheap and convenient for most of the people, of course. Keywords: bus, train, station, ticket, driver, seat, platform, route means the path, the way, stop, and timetable or schedule. Timetable is the table you see, for example, what time will they arrive? Some countries, like my country, it never works because of too much delays, but it's getting better and better, to be honest. But in some countries like Japan and European countries, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, they're really on time, yeah. Describing the journey and the process. I went to the station early to buy my ticket. I waited at the platform for the train. The bus departed on time and stopped at my station. I found my seat and put my luggage away. Okay, these are the sentences you can use to describe your journey. I went to the station early to buy the ticket in advance. I waited at the platform, the place where you go and wait for the train or subway to come. The bus departed, left on time, and stopped at my station. I found my seat and put my luggage away. Key phrases here would be buy a ticket, departure. Departure is noun of depart. It departed, my departure was. Arrival is the next word, noun of arrive. What time did you arrive? What time was your arrival? The key is being able to make example with both, okay? Platform, the place, seat reservation, on time, delayed. About the on time, we have on time, we have in time, we have late. On time, 9 o'clock, for example, you've got ticket, you arrive on time, exactly at 9. If you arrive sooner, you are in time. If you arrive late, you are late, okay? And sometimes the vehicles will delay, okay, and they come late. Depends on the country, situation, and many things. Weather, yeah. Expressing opinions and feelings. Expressing preference and, let's say, experiences. I like train because I can relax and enjoy the view. Long journeys can be tiring, make you tired, okay? But music helps. Bus travel is cheaper than train, but often slower. You know, public transportations mostly are slow, okay? And because of that, a lot of people tend to use their own private cars. And it just adds fuel to injury, okay, for the fire, make traffic, let's say, make more congestion. I feel nervous if the train is very crowded, overcrowded places, yeah. Useful phrases: feel nervous, enjoy the view, long journey, crowded bus, comfortable ride. As an example, in Iran, subways are amazing, okay, but the problem is that they're always overcrowded and you don't feel relaxed in them. Discussing transport classes and common issues. Train have different classes: standard, first, and sleeper. Next item, peak hours or rush hour can be very crowded for commuters. I know if you go somewhere through the peak hours or rush hour, you'll face a lot of traffic jam for sure. Tickets can be single, return, or monthly passes. Single ticket, return, okay, 2 ways, and monthly. Every month you need to charge them, and the easiest. Strikes and cancellation can affect travel plans. Sometimes the staff and workers of, let's say, these places are not satisfied with the situation. They're dissatisfied with their salaries, problems, and these things. They go on strike. If they go on a strike, they don't work anymore. They stop working till they see their own right have been, for example, fulfilled. So these kind of things can affect travel plans. They might come late, have a lot of delay, go late, depart late, yeah. Express train, the words would be commuter, single return ticket, peak hours, strike, punctuality. Punctuality is noun of punctual. If you're punctual, you're always on time. So punctuality is your value. Express train, like bullet train, very fast trains, yeah. Analyzing and reflecting C1. Analyzing pros and cons and environmental solutions, advantages and disadvantages. Public transport reduces traffic congestion and environmental impact. Trains are faster and safer for long distances. Poor infrastructure and overcrowding are significant challenges. Poor infrastructure, infrastructure are the things that they show the basic, let's say, things of a place, the most basic facilities of the place, okay? For example, some countries, even in my country, for example, no, I'm going to talk about the places I know. Some countries, like my country, Iran, I'm not talking about the big cities, but small cities, they have poor infrastructures. So there, the means of transportation, like, for example, the vehicles like buses, trains, subways, cars, are much slower, okay? And they have a lot of delay in comparison with big cities like capital, Tehran, I don't know, Mashhad, Shiraz, Isfahan. They have perfect infrastructures, but smaller cities, yeah, they have problems. If I'm not mistaken, in African countries, the same story goes, yeah. They have poor infrastructures. Government must invest in modernization to improve the experience, okay? If they modernize a place, they make it modern. The noun, modernization. Useful idioms or expressions: miss the bus, miss the boat. It doesn't mean here you miss them. It means you miss an opportunity. Something happens, say, come on, you just missed the bus. You missed the boat. It means you missed that opportunity. Street talk is speaking, okay? On the right track, if you're on the right track, means you're doing well, okay? You're progressing. On the wrong track means you're not doing okay. Off the rails, when something becomes chaotic or goes wrong, okay? As for now, we are, for example, facing war. Can you believe I'm making this video within the war in Iran? Israel and US are attacking our government, and I'm just sitting down in the studio and making this video for you. And things are off the rails, okay, here in Iran, due to many, things, okay? So you could use this expression about many things, okay? For example, things are off the rails in my life. Things are off the rail with my marks at school. Hit the road. If you hit the road, you begin a journey. in transit, in the process of moving from one place to another. Okay, he's always in transit. Very advanced, C1, C2. Rail systems offer commuter networks and high-speed connections. Commuter is a person who commutes every day to work. Okay, for example, you live downtown, you go to the uptown for work and come back. You're a commuter. You commute to that location. Service optimization and real-time scheduling ensure reliability. Okay. Sustainable mobility is a priority for modern urban planning. Okay. The mobility is a priority, top choice. They have prioritized it, the verb, prioritize. Infrastructure investment is essential for maintaining passenger satisfaction and service quality. Example answers at different levels. A1, someone says, I take the bus to school. The other guy, the train is fast, I take the train. I prefer trains because B1, for example, I prefer the trains because they're comfortable or more comfortable and I can read a book. Yeah, I remember, for example, when I used to go to university, I used to live south of the city. My uni was in the middle of the city, downtown, and it took me 1 hour and 15 minutes. When I was on the subway, I always used to read books, dictionaries, review dictionaries, word structures, every day one language. It helped me a lot within, during my, let's say, BA and MA, something like 8 years, I reviewed and studied a lot of books. Okay, that was amazing. Public transport is vital for reducing carbon emission and improving social mobility. Vital here means important. Tips A1, A2, focus on platform, ticket, timetable, these kind of things. You go to the station, you buy the ticket, you are in time, you wait on the platform, the subway come, you get in, you go to your, for example, destination, you get off. B1, B2, use commuter peak hours and cancellation. C1, C2, discuss infrastructure and sustainable mobility. For C1, C2, you need to talk a lot about many things, okay? Specifically, infrastructurally speaking, compare it, contrast it, give ideas how to modernize it, okay? Use on the right track to sound idiomatic and, let's say, in conversation. And something more, sometimes the examiner will ask you, for example, what would you do if you were the president of your country and you had the chance to ameliorate or make your, let's say, make the infrastructures better? Okay, ameliorate here means make better. And because of that, if you're C1, C2, you need to know a lot of words and expressions and vocabs in order to be able to speak in a way that you give opinions, you express yourself very academically. So this was the end of our topic today, traveling by bus or train. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to review all the videos, download the PDFs from polylingoo.com. We are always here for you. If you have any question, leave a comment. We will answer sooner or later. Goodbye.